I'm Brian.
Hey, I'm Steven. Welcome back to the Tech Hub, presented by IPS. Thank you so much for tuning in. Brian, today we're going to talk about face light. And for years and years, decades, we've had fixtures, we've had lamps, we've had dimmers, and we've had a lot of power draw. So tell me a little bit more about conventional fixtures that we've always used for face light.
So the conventional light has been around a long time, from movies to theater, longer than I've been around. So with those fixtures comes, the high heat, the high current draw. The halogen lamps that go in a lot of these fixtures have a super short lifespan compared to what we have nowadays. The uneven field of lighting, stuff that we've just kind of accepted as the norm, can now be completely eliminated. We can be way more efficient thanks to the introduction of LED.
Yeah, so in my house, I've started to switch over my lamps, my ceiling lighting fixtures, my night lights to LED bulbs, right? Can you tell me a little bit how that's played into what we're doing in the production world with LED fixtures?
So the LED fixtures of late have come down in price points to where it's really competitive with its halogen, conventional counterpart. Pretty much anything that you used to do in a conventional light, you can now do in an LED. Going from dimmer racks that are just bulky, make a lot of noise on your electrical system for your audio guys, going to say like the Chauvet E160WW. It's a warm white Lico that draws less than 100 watts.
So that looks exactly like a conventional Lico to me, but you're telling me that has an LED engine in it?
That's correct. So although like I said, the lenses can be interchangeable with your existing Lico lenses, you can still put in your drop-in gobos. Still has your framing shutters and your adjustments for focus. All that's changed is the internal light source. It's now LED, and we're going from 575 watt equivalent with this fixture to less than 100 watts. To where I can put my hand right in front of it and it's not nearly as hot as say a conventional counterpart. The ability to change dimmer curves, so that way you can still emulate those traditional fixtures, but now on a much more long-lasting, even-field, smooth LED fixture.
That's awesome. And I assume I don't have to change the LED bulb very often, right?
Nope, that light source is there until Kingdom Come, man. So where you might have, a 575 or even those 750s that tend to blow every 500, 600, 700 hours, or even like say in this moving light, the counterpart that may have an HMI light or a discharge light fixture, those things are 1,000 hours or less. Your maintenance costs go up having to replace these things. Those are consumables that you have to change every so often. That's just expected. There's now nothing left for you to change. Hang your fixture, plug it in, get it programmed, and she's there forever.
Good. I'm a little afraid of heights, so climbing up on that ladder to swap those lamps was a little hairy for me. Tell me about this Ayrton Ghibli moving light. I know IPS has it in our rental inventory, but tell me about all its applications in an install setting.
So the Ayrton Ghibli is actually one of my favorite moving light fixtures in that medium-sized format. Super versatile fixture. It has a 600 watt LED light source. So once again, going from the light output of say like a 1200 watt discharge, doing it in half the wattage, and doing it in such a way that it's, that's a permanent lamp. That LED light source is there, and we don't have to worry about a lamp exploding on us as they do when they get older. The fixture itself, super high native CRI, so your video guys are gonna love it. Iris control, framing shutters just like you have on a fixture like this conventional fixture. So you can use it for face light. Frame in that artist, frame in that theatrical moment. It has a CT filters, CMY, animation wheels. The list goes on and on and on. And that's just one of those awesome things from Ayrton that where when they make a fixture, they definitely make sure you have all the bells and whistles needed to get down to the nitty gritty and get your lights just the way you want it.
So this kind of seems like a no-brainer to me, switching over my conventional face light fixtures to LED face light fixtures. Just hit those bullet points again about why we should make this transition.
So longevity, you don't have to get in your maintenance costs, getting a lift into the building, changing these things. Even more so if you get into a moving format, that way you can actually just move it around as needed. You may have 2 or 3 times as many, say conventional LED or Licos. You can cut it down by half with movers. And then you also have the cost savings of never having to get up there ever again. The smoothness of light field, where you don't have those hot spots like you did with those old halogen lamps. They're doing high definition lens tubes now, to where that light field is so even, it's crazy. Same thing with the Ayrton. The optics that are inside of that are fantastic. 7 to 56 degree zoom. You can even iris it way down even smaller if you've got something unique you need to do. I mean, we've even installed the bigger brother of this one at Grace Community Church here in Brentwood. We put in, that was 18260, so it's even brighter. It's brighter than a 750 watt halogen. And to me, I'm just like, but it looks the same. So they are super excited about that because they have 65-foot ceilings where they don't have the ability to get in a lift easily. So the LED solution for them was a no-brainer.
Makes perfect sense. Well, I appreciate all the information, and these fixtures look incredible. Again, we have this Ghibli in our rental inventory. It stays out all the time, and we never have any maintenance problems with it. So really thrilled that you guys are using it on the install side as well. Thanks again for stopping by the Tech Hub. We hope you learned something today about LED face light. Remember to follow us on social media at ips.live, and we'll see you next time.